Hi, I'm Leathur Rokk. Welcome to my channel. I want to do a story time about a real creepy guy, and, well, it starts like this. I was walking down the street a couple mornings ago. I was looking forward to a nice afternoon in the park with some friends when some guy approached me and he asked if he could take my picture. Now, when things like this happen, and they do happen fairly frequently in my life, I have literally a second to decide what the intent of this person is. Are they harmless? Are they a creep? What are they going to do with a picture? Are they going to try to grab me? You just never know. And you can't always accurately judge a person's intent. And the guy, I decided, even though I really generally didn't like him, and I won't say why, I figured he was harmless enough, let him take a picture. But then he decided to take two pictures. And after he took the second picture, I said, I'm really in a hurry. I gotta go. Some strange guy who he seemed to have known came up behind me and asked if he can take a couple of pictures. And so the guy who first asked me to take the pictures kept on taking pictures. This other guy grabbed me, didn't like grab me, but he still put his hand on my shoulders, which I find really a big turnoff. If I don't know you and I don't like you, I don't like to be touched. And why is it guys feel that they can always touch us women? And because I am sensitive to the sun, I was totally covered. I had a jacket on. Now, not that it matters what I was wearing. What I was wearing was irrelevant. The fact that I was touched is a real problem. But I was covered so that my arms wouldn't get in the sun, right? This guy grabs me, and I'm thinking right away, I really want to get away from the situation. Then, after the two extra pictures that this second guy got, then he said something about he was going to post them, and I don't know where these pictures are. I don't know if it's whitehookers.com or whatever the site is. I got real uncomfortable feelings about it. I don't know what it is that people have this sense of entitlement that they figure that if they flatter a chick by saying a nice word or two, then that's an excuse to just come on in there, and maybe they're trying to act all smooth and sophisticated, but you're still encroaching on someone's personal space, and then to actually go and touch somebody. And I wish I would have said no from the beginning. I keep on beating myself over the head about this. Now there are at least 4 pictures in circulation that I honestly didn't willingly consent to. Sometimes a person says yes, but it's not really consent because it was a begrudging consent, or it was an intimidated consent, or it was a consent that was almost gotten through a bit of coercion even. And I know these are strong words, and I know there are degrees of coercion, and unfortunately I do know this, but I still wish I had done it differently. I wish I had said I'm really in a hurry and kept on. But of course that perpetuates the stereotype of us women being cold and bitches and stuck up. But sometimes we just don't like you. Sometimes we're just not interested. And I'm thinking, why do these guys want my picture? The one guy had religious garb on, which I can't imagine why he would want. I would think in his religion he shouldn't be having pictures of females not related to him. But I don't know, none of my business. But yeah, this happened to me on a Saturday morning in Atlantic City, on a main street in broad daylight. Creeps. Ugh. I guess it happens to you guys sometimes too, huh? But you don't want to be rude, but I wish I had done it differently. I wish I'd said no. I'm in a hurry. I gotta go. Alright. Talk to you guys tomorrow with another story. Bye.